Well, I think the cultural revolution I see in America has been going on for probably 30-something years, maybe 40 years. So it's not like some magic wand that we can just legislate from federal level to change our culture. And I think that's part of the communist people plan. Remember Yuri and Mesmerov, who come out to say the communists have a plan for America.
Mr. Bezmenov was born in 1939 in a suburb of Moscow. He was the son of a high-ranking Soviet Army officer. Well, you spoke several times before about ideological subversion. That is a phrase that I'm afraid some Americans don't fully understand. When the Soviets use the phrase ideological subversion, what do they mean by it?
Ideological subversion is the slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country.
Through 4 stages. That guy is a former KGB. He knows. He was defector. The number 1 stage, he said, demoralize America. That kind of remind me of Mao's destroy the 4-0 during the Cultural Revolution. Demoralize. Destroy 4-0 is to destroy old culture, ideas, custom, and habits. But why did Mao even mention that? What his agenda purpose to do Cultural Revolution to destroy age-old Chinese culture? Because he used Cultural Revolution to purge his political enemies within Communist Party. And lots of people might not know that. Mao was marginalized, lost his top leader status, lost the president position to Mr. Liu Shaoqi. Liu Shaoqi wanted to reboot economy because Mao started the Great Leap Forward. And those a few years, 40 million people estimated to starve to death.
40 million?
Yes, 40 million peasants, mostly in the countryside, poor rural villages, who supported his communism, supported Communist Party, died of starvation. So that's something lots of people in this country don't know. I even did not know until I came to this country. My English got better. And I was told from 1958 to 1961, there were 3 years natural disasters. Drought, flooding, bugs, blame everything else. Then the people were starving. Because my dad told me he was living on 1 Chinese steamed bun a day.
Oh, man.
As a worker, full-time worker for state factories. And luckily, I was born 1964, but I heard 3 years natural disasters all my life in China. Unfortunately, lots of people still believe that. They still don't know the truth today. I learned the truth after I come to this country. And I cried after I found out how many people die of starvation. And the people don't know the truth. And I was totally indoctrinated myself, so I did not know anything about that. I was just told to say, oh, you're lucky you have some food to eat now, and you're not starving. Because my dad was a young man, very muscular, and he grew up as an orphan. He just wanted to feed his stomach. When he got recruited to go to work for state factory in city, instead of, work on the farm, in a village where, he become an orphan. He never had 1 day of schooling. He could not read. My dad is totally illiterate.
Oh, wow.
I know that. That's why they always tell me, we are starving because we don't have education. Your mom, dad could not move up inside of the Communist Party ranks, and you need to get the best education possible so you can have a better job. They were factory workers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so to answer Paul's question, though, that I feel like a demoralization of America is already accomplished. Look at today's America. Our young people demonize America, call America a systemic racist country. You got the CRT, social emotional learning, 1619 project, identity politics, and transgender ideology in our schools. It's all about demoralize America and American families and turn kids against nuclear families. So they belong to the state.